The Las Vegas Raiders are currently 3-5, and it's time to blow this thing up, and it's time to get rid of Josh McDaniels, rip the Band-Aid off right now, and it's time to bench Jimmy Garoppolo, and after this season, it's time to cut Jimmy Garoppolo. The entire Jimmy Garoppolo experience so far with this team has been terrible. It's like pulling teeth. He has 7 touchdowns to 8 interceptions, and he has dealt with injuries as well with this team. This was a Josh McDaniels type of guy. He had a good connection with him when he was with the Patriots, when he was a backup to Tom Brady. He had a very good stint with the San Francisco 49ers, but he's a Kyle Shanahan product. Look at the weapons he was throwing to in the San Francisco 49ers and that defense, and look at Jimmy Garoppolo right now. He's a system quarterback, and he's not a true starter in the NFL, and that's just how it is with Jimmy Garoppolo. There is no reason to why you have a guy like Josh Jacobs and Davante Adams, and you cannot put up efficient yards and efficient points on the board. And now I'm looking at Josh McDaniels. Last season was abysmal, but Derek Carr was a very bad quarterback for this team. Derek Carr and Jimmy Garoppolo are basically the same quarterback in my opinion. And you went out and you gave a lot of money to Jimmy Garoppolo. Now last season, Josh McDaniels did a lot of dumb things, and they had one of the best rushing attacks in the NFL. This season, you have the 27 total offense and you're 32nd in rushing. Last season, Josh Jacobs led the league in rushing. So far this season, he hasn't been able to get things going. He's averaging 3 yards a carry. And he has 347 rush yards on the season and 2 rushing touchdowns. And the offensive line's played a big part of that, but also him missing on some training camp days and going out there and trying to hold out for his contract has hurt with that as well. But he's been a major bust this season as well. Davante Adams, they can't get him the football effectively enough, and this is just a bad fit for him. I'm recording this before the trade deadline. They need to just go ahead and let him go. He has 528 receiving yards in the season and 3 receiving touchdowns. He's had some drops in the last couple of games, but it's not completely his fault to why he's not getting the football. And he has voiced his frustration. He's tired of losing, and he's tired of not having a major impact on the game. Some games he only has 2 to 3 catches. Go out, trade him, and get some good draft capital for him, because I can imagine some teams will go out and trade a 2nd or a 3rd round pick for Davante Adams or even more to get this type of superstar wide receiver. They need to go in and give Aiden O'Connell as many reps as they can to see if he's their true franchise quarterback, because you didn't have a true franchise quarterback in Derek Carr beside a couple of good years, and you definitely don't have a good franchise quarterback in Jimmy Garoppolo either. And I'm looking at this defense. You look at the numbers with the defense, they've been solid. They're 9th in total defense. They're 7th in pass defense, but they still can't stop the run. They're 24th in rushing defense. They could not stop the running back, Jahmyr Gibbs, today at all. I'm looking at this defense. Besides Max Crosby, you don't have a consistent pass rusher. And I've been saying this for years. He has 6.5 sacks on the season. Tyree Wilson looks like a bust. He hasn't shown big flashes besides the Chicago Bears game, but besides that, he hasn't shown major flashes. And another part of this is the fact that Chandler Jones is supposed to still be with this team, but he had a lot of mental things going on at the time, and he is no longer with this team. They released him. So now you're depending on your pass rush consistently to be consistent of Max Crosby and Tyree Wilson, who was a rookie and who was definitely not ready for the NFL. And they are thin at the linebacker position. The secondary has been solid with Marcus Peters. But besides that, their defense still needs a retool. They need to go out and fix some things on this defensive end as well to help them get things moving forward. But there is no reason to why this offense should look as bad as it is with a quote-unquote offensive guru like Josh McDaniels. And you look at a guy like Nate Hobbs on the defensive side. He's taking a complete 180. He's been a very good corner for his team this season. The defense has been the Achilles heel for so many years, but it seems like now the defense has been the strong suit of this team, and their offense can't put up points. They have the most interceptions in the NFL. They have the most turnovers in the NFL as well. Jimmy Garoppolo is a turnover quarterback, and he's just an accident waiting to happen. Either he's going to put up a lot of turnovers, or he's going to go out there and get injured in the process of doing it. It's time to just sit him down, start Aiden O'Connell, and just get it over with. Brian Hoyer should not have been starting those games or starting in those moments to where Jimmy Garoppolo was injured. You should have just put the rookie out there who had a very impressive preseason. And granted, that is the preseason, but he has a faster release and a better pocket awareness than Jimmy Garoppolo already, in my opinion. But Josh McDaniels is an NFL head coaching failure. I know what he is capable of doing at the offensive coordinator position with Bill Belichick. but I've seen him be the head coach for the Denver Broncos. It didn't end out too well. He ended up getting fired for a reason. I've got to see him be the offensive coordinator without Bill Belichick for the then St. Louis Rams. He was terrible. He ran right back to Bill Belichick. And this is not going to be any different. He's going to run right back to the Patriots organization when the Las Vegas Raiders are done with him. It is time for them to get this fan base an actual team to go out there and compete. And they're definitely not doing it by having Jimmy Garoppolo out there. And they're definitely not doing it by having Josh McDaniels as their head coach. But let me know in the comment section below how you feel about the Las Vegas Raiders. Can they turn things around? If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you like the video, hit the like button. Most importantly, want each and every last one, guys, stay safe, stay positive. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Peace.